So Phil, we are sitting in an Alfa Romeo, which a lot of people may not know about because it's not available here in America, unfortunately. But this is a classic. What year is this and what model?
This is a 1967 GTV.
Which is one of the more well-known Alfa Romeos just because it's such a beautiful car, I think.
Well, they also make a pretty nice race car.
Yeah.
They're very popular in the U.S. and Europe as race cars. And, of course, I have a race car version of this as well.
Under the hood is not the original engine, I take it?
No, it's been changed to a 2-liter.
And that's because the one that came with it was too small?
Yeah.
But back in '67, their definition of horsepower and our definition of horsepower were very different.
Right.
What made you buy this car? What do you like about it? And a race car version of it.
Let's see. I bought the race car because I've been racing a little Alfa Mark 6 sports racer. And that's kind of like a baby birdcage Maserati in that it's a little bit of fiberglass and a little bit of tube and no protection, no roll bar, nothing. And as you race against Camaros and Mustangs and the rest of it, the only way you can pass them is inside a turn. And when they come in on the apex, they never even see you. You're 22 inches high. And as I got older and more fragile, I said, I need a car with a little more sheet metal.
Yeah.
So that led to the GTV with a roll bar and the rest of it.
And this had a roll bar originally, right?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
And that was all taken out. And then the same guy that I bought the race car from and worked forward with had this, which was also at one time owned by a guy at Centerline who did quite a bit of development work with it. And it looked nice. And knowing how much fun I was having with the race car, I said, yeah, what's one more car?
Yeah, what's one more Alfa Romeo?
Yeah. We also have a 60 Spider.
What's your favorite part of it?
This is a nice looking car.
Yeah.
And that's probably the best part of it. Even with a 2-liter engine, they're not all that strong. The second thing you like is the handling. They're very responsive. And I guess the bottom line is the reason most people like an Alfa is that you're very involved. You're very integrated with the car. You're participating. Yeah,
it's not like this car doesn't demand attention both from the outside and from the driver's perspective, right?
You've got to be matching your revs to what you're trying to do, and you're involved in driving it. It's not like driving a modern Mercedes or one of my other
cars. Yeah. It's a much more visceral experience.
Yep.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I'm outside of Rome.
Actually, I have
a cigarette.
I actually have a Rome plate still on my 60.
It seems to drive, like a regular car.
Yeah, very comfortable to drive.
Yeah. But you said it isn't fast.
Well, everything's relative.
Yeah.
Relative to my son's 458 or relative to our Allard,
it's not fast.
Not fast.
But relative to the cars of the day, it was spirited.
Yeah, it'll keep up in traffic.
Yeah. How much are these cars worth today?
Oh, goodness. John Feeney's a pretty good buyer, so he gets nice ones for around $30,000.
Yeah? And you're telling me you're spending more.
Yeah. And if you want one really nicely together, you'd probably spend maybe $40,000.
That's not bad.
Not too bad at all.
Not bad for a car that, is one of the classic cars of all time.
Mm-hmm. And fun.
And fun, yeah. Yeah. And do you know the history of Alfa Romeo?
Yeah, not in detail, but of course, going far enough back, with the Colorado Grand that I participate in, we see a lot of 8C 2300s, 2900s. Boy, those are fast cars, heavy duty, reliable, and boy, are they expensive.
Yeah. That's not an inexpensive car whatsoever. And that says it has 22,000 miles on it. I take it that's not correct.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
How about from like an everyday driver point of view? Can this be something you could drive every day?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I had it out in the rain last night, headed to dinner, and it's been in the rain, unfortunately, about 5 or 6 times in the last 3 or 4 weeks. We seem to be catching afternoon rains again in Colorado. But yeah, it's very comfortable to drive in. You've got a big cockpit window area so you can see very well.
Yeah, and it looks like you've done a nice job redoing it too, right? This looks like it's almost brand new.
Yeah, this was all done when I bought it.
Yeah.
When that guy took the roll bar out, he redid all of that, all of the interior.
Nice.
And, obviously,
this kind of suede is not original.
Suede dash instead of cracked vinyl.
Yeah, that's probably not original.
No. I liked it so well I did it in my race car as well.
Yeah.
And then this black crinkle finish on the dash. The originals have kind of a plasticized wood look that it's pretty Mickey Mouse.
And how many speed transmission?
This is nothing original. This is a 5-speed.
Okay.
But it is a 5-speed Alfa transmission. It's not a Tremec.
So you have an upgraded motor, an upgraded transmission, upgraded suspension, upgraded suede interior.
Nothing original.
Nothing original. So there's no worry about
historical value.
Yeah, it's just all about the car and about driving it.